Have you ever wondered if seemingly harmless fruit could actually be a danger to your health? We grew up believing that fruit is a true natural treasure, full of vitamins, antioxidants, and natural sugars. However, we often forget that not all fruits are good for everyone, especially as we get older. After age 60, our bodies change. Our metabolism slows down, digestion can become more sensitive, and blood sugar control becomes less efficient. Some fruits, perfect for young people, can be a problem for those who are older. Too much sugar, possible interactions with medicines, or hidden acidity are just some of the risks to think about. If we don't pay attention, these things can hurt our health. But there's also good news. There are fruits that help heart health, lower swelling, protect your brain, and help keep bones strong. Thanks to years of experience and study, I'll show you which 4 fruits you should try to avoid and which 4 you should add to your diet. Your health really matters. Let's start right away. Before we begin, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any tips made just for you. If this video is helpful to you, type 1 inch in the comments. If you don't find it helpful, type 0 inches so I can keep making better content for you. Here are 4 types of fruit that seniors should eat with care. Let's start with grapefruit, a fruit that can be tricky for those taking medicine. Grapefruit looks harmless, even inviting. Its colorful flesh, fresh taste, and reputation as a heart-friendly food make it a popular breakfast choice. However, for those over 60, this fruit can hide a danger that's often ignored. Behind its inviting look lies a little-known chemical risk. Grapefruit can change how well medicines for the heart, blood pressure, and anxiety work. Grapefruit has substances that stop a key liver enzyme, CYP3A4, which helps process many medicines used by older adults. If this enzyme is blocked, medicines can build up in the blood to dangerous levels, like a river that can't flow. The results can be serious: muscle pain from statins, irregular heartbeats, a higher risk of bleeding with blood thinners, or stronger effects from anxiety medicines. For those who rely on medicine, this seemingly harmless fruit can become a silent danger. Sadly, many seniors don't know about this risk. They often eat grapefruit for breakfast and take their medicine right after, not knowing they're taking a risk. Some never find out that grapefruit is causing their health problems. This happens when people trust a food's good name without knowing its possible hidden effects. We don't want to scare anyone, just to share helpful and real information. Grapefruit isn't dangerous for everyone, but for those taking medicine. And that's over 70% of people over 65. It can be very risky. Think about how many take blood pressure pills. There are many safer choices that won't put your health at risk. Apples, bananas, pears, and many others. If even grapefruit can hide risks, what other fruits might be harmful without us knowing? Let's find out together what the next fruit to watch out for will be. It's small, sweet, and can cause problems if you eat too much of it. If this information is helpful to you, please write it in the comments below. Now let's look at the second fruit on the list. Cherries, tasty and loved, but they can be a risk for those with arthritis or diabetes. These small red fruits seem harmless and hard to resist. For many of us, cherries bring back summer memories, the smell of fresh-baked pies, bowls full during family picnics, and the joy of eating them one after another. However, as we get older, what used to be a perfect snack can become a possible health problem. Cherries, especially if you eat a lot of them or have them as juice, dried fruit, or canned, are full of natural sugars. Just 1 cup of sweet cherries can have about 20 grams of sugar. For young people with a fast metabolism and good insulin control, this isn't a big deal. But for older people who have type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, that sugar quickly enters the blood, causing spikes that can harm organs, drain energy, make your mind foggy, and increase health risks. And sugar isn't the only thing to think about. Cherries are also naturally acidic, and for those with inflammation, arthritis, or joint pain, this acidity can make symptoms worse. Even though fresh cherries have a lot of good stuff like antioxidants, eating too many, especially processed ones, means you're getting more sugar and acid, which can have bad effects. Instead of making your pain better, cherries might actually make the discomfort you're hoping to reduce even worse. The result? Quiet harm that builds up over time. You might not notice it right away, but that knee pain that makes it hard to walk, the tiredness from a sugar spike, or the sleepless nights from swollen joints, it can all be connected. That bowl of cherries, even if chosen with good intentions, can cause discomfort, instability, and long-term harm. It's hard to accept because cherries seem so harmless. But as you get older, even the sweetest treats need more care. And if these small fruits can mess with your balance, Think about what can happen when potassium gets out of whack because of something even more common, a food many seniors eat every day without even realizing it. Number 3. Bananas. Too much potassium can actually be a threat. All our lives, bananas have meant health, easy to carry, easy to eat, and full of potassium. We often hear they help prevent cramps, give us energy, and support heart health. For younger folks, this is generally true. But as we get older, our bodies process nutrients in new ways. Even nutrients that once helped us can become harmful if we get too much, often without us even knowing. Bananas are a big source of potassium. For older adults, especially those with kidney or heart problems, or those taking blood pressure medicines like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, potassium can build up to dangerous levels. Kidneys that once worked well can slowly lose their ability. This means that extra potassium doesn't get filtered out like it should. The extra stays in your blood, messing with your heart rhythm, muscle function, and even how clear your mind is. This condition called hyperkalemia isn't widely known, but it sends thousands of older adults to the emergency room every year. Sometimes just eating several bananas in a week is enough to cause problems. You might notice your heart fluttering, weak legs, or just a general feeling of being unwell. By the time symptoms show up, the harm might already be done. The result? A fruit meant to nourish could end up threatening your balance, your energy, and even your heartbeat. Most older adults never suspect bananas could be the cause. They seem so simple, so healthy. But what seems simple can be misleading, especially when our bodies are more fragile than they appear. So before you grab another banana, ask yourself, is this really what my body needs, or is it just habit? Sometimes the real risk isn't what we worry about, but what we never question. Dried fruits. The sweet treat with a hidden risk. Sold in handy packs, they seem harmless, maybe even healthy. Think about raisins, dates, dried apricots, cranberries. They're mixed into energy snacks, sprinkled on breakfast cereals, or offered in waiting rooms as a healthier snack. Yet for older adults, dried fruits can hide a worrying truth. Under their wrinkly look, they're really just concentrated sugar pretending to be a healthy snack. Most people don't realize that when fruit is dried, the water goes away, but the sugar stays, now packed into a much smaller bite. A small handful of raisins might seem harmless, but it's like eating a whole bunch of grapes, minus the fiber, minus the water, with all the sugar packed in. Plus, most store-bought dried fruits are covered in extra sugar or kept fresh with sulfites, which can cause asthma, headaches, or even gut problems. For older adults, especially those with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, or digestion issues, these snacks can cause silent harm. They make blood sugar go up, mess with digestion, and worst of all, give you the false feeling of making a healthy choice. You think you're making a smart choice, but your body is quietly paying the price. And that cost? It's the slow harm of a snack that seems healthy enough to eat every day. It's the blood sugar spike that stresses your heart. It's the digestive upset that breaks up your sleep. It's the tiredness that comes after a sugar rush. Dried fruits might seem like a good choice, but for many older adults, they're a hidden thief, stealing your well-being, balance, and healthy metabolism. In the end, we need to ask ourselves not just what satisfies our cravings, but what has been processed and sold as healthy when it might actually be harmful. Because while some fruits can trick us in their dried form, others, fresh and whole, can truly be the medicine our bodies want. So, let's turn our attention to the possibilities. The fruits that can make us feel new again, protect us, and give us energy into our 60s, 70s, and beyond. What should you eat every week to keep your mind sharp, your body strong, and your health steady? Let's start with a small blue fruit that might help protect your memory. Discover 4 amazing fruits that can change your health after 60. Blueberries, your brain's natural armor. Blueberries really stand out because of their amazing qualities. They are small, humble, and often overlooked compared to flashier fruits. But inside each tiny berry is one of nature's most powerful treasures, especially for those in their golden years. As memory sometimes fades and mental sharpness can dim, blueberries bring a ray of hope. They offer not just comfort, but real protection. Scientific research confirms what many have long believed: our diet shapes how we think, remember, and feel. Among all the fruits studied for brain health, blueberries are at the top. Rich in anthocyanins, the dark blue pigments do more than add color. They act as defenders, traveling to the brain to reduce swelling, improve brain connections, and protect against the stress that slowly wears away memory and thinking skills. Eating blueberries regularly is linked to slower memory loss, sharper thinking, and even a lower risk of Alzheimer's in older adults. These are not small advantages. They are real lifelines. They mean more days recognizing the faces of loved ones, more mornings of clear thinking, and greater independence when it matters most. But the benefits of blueberries go beyond brain health. They help control blood pressure, promote heart health, and are low in sugar, perfect for those with diabetes or heart problems. Just half a cup a day, mixed into yogurt, oatmeal, or eaten plain, can make a real difference. In a world focused on prescriptions, we often forget that some of the best remedies come straight from nature. Blueberries are proof. They don't just feed us, they protect us, refresh us, and keep safe what matters most, our minds. And if this little blue fruit can sharpen your memory, imagine what a crisp, fiber-rich apple could do for your heart, proving that an apple a day can truly keep the doctor away. Number 2, apples, the power of fiber for a healthy heart. The saying, "an apple a day keeps the doctor away," actually holds a lot of truth. While it might seem simple or a little old-fashioned, this everyday fruit brings real benefits for those over 60. As we get older, our hearts need extra care, our digestion gets more sensitive, and our bodies crave balance. Apples come in as a strong friend. Apples are naturally full of soluble fiber, especially pectin. This fiber sticks to cholesterol during digestion, helping to get rid of it before it goes into your bloodstream. For older adults, this means apples can help lower bad LDL cholesterol, lowering the risk of heart attacks and strokes, often without needing more medicine. Apples are also low in calories and sugar, which makes them a safe and filling snack that helps control blood sugar and keep a healthy weight. Both super important for heart and joint health as we get older. But apples offer more than just heart benefits. Their fiber also helps digestion, easing constipation, a common and annoying problem as we age. The antioxidants in apple skin, like quercetin and flavonoids, help fight swelling, improve overall health, and may even lower the risk of some cancers and brain problems. Just as important, apples bring a feeling of comfort. They remind us of fall harvests, homemade treats, and the simple joy of a crunchy bite on a cool day, almost like sharing roasted chestnuts with loved ones. There's a kind of comfort here, both for the body and the soul. This humble fruit can make a big difference in how well you feel. So yes, eating an apple a day really does matter, not just for what it gives, but for what it helps you avoid. And if apples quietly protect your heart, imagine a fruit that also supports your bones, brain, and skin. Creamy, full of good things, and often misunderstood. Let's turn our attention to avocados. Avocado, the nourishing fat that fuels your body. Among all the fruits you see, the avocado truly stands out. It's not sweet, it doesn't have a bright color, and you rarely find it in a classic fruit salad. But for those over 60, avocado is much more than just food. It's a source of energy for long life, clear thinking, and physical strength. Rich in monounsaturated fats, avocado provides the healthy fats your body needs as it ages. These fats don't clog your arteries. Instead, they protect your heart, feed your brain, and help lower bad cholesterol. They also work to lessen swelling throughout your body, easing joint pain and making it easier to move. For seniors managing heart issues or hoping to avoid them, this fruit can truly make a difference, and that's just the start of its good points. Avocados are also full of vitamin K, which is super important for strong bones and helps stop broken bones, something we often forget until a fall reminds us how easily we can get hurt. They're also a good source of folate and potassium, which help control blood pressure, make blood flow better, and lower the chance of a stroke. Thanks to lutein, a strong antioxidant, avocados also help your eyes stay healthy, protecting against blurry vision and losing your sight as you get older. Besides all these health benefits, avocados are creamy and yummy, and they just make you feel good. Add a few slices to whole wheat toast, or mix a spoon into a fresh salad. You'll feel full and well-fed, not like you're missing out. At a time in life when you might have to give up some favorite foods, avocado tells you, "I'm here to support you, not to hurt you." While others chase trendy or exotic superfoods, this creamy green fruit quietly offers its benefits. And if avocados help keep your bones strong and your mind sharp, remember, this fruit helps digestion and further lowers swelling throughout your body, especially in those joints where you feel it most. Number 4, papaya. Amazing for easy digestion and calming inflammation. With all the antacids, pain relievers, and supplements out there, we often forget how simple fixes can be the most powerful. Papaya, with its soft orange flesh and sweet tropical taste, is so much more than just a yummy snack. For older adults, it's a natural way to feel better. As we get older, our digestive system can become more sensitive. Foods we once loved might now cause bloating, tummy aches, or heartburn. But papaya has papain, a special enzyme that helps break down proteins, making meals easier for your stomach to handle. For older adults dealing with slow digestion, constipation, or side effects from medicines, papaya can bring real relief. Besides helping digestion, papaya is packed with vitamins C, A, and E, which are great for your immune system, your skin, and for fighting off inflammation, a big problem in arthritis and heart disease. If you're dealing with stiff joints, inflammation, or a weak immune system, papaya can help bring things back into balance and reduce the quiet damage happening every day. It's soft, tasty, and really works. No cooking, no fuss, no drama. Just a few slices a day can boost your health from the inside out. Papaya is more than just a fruit. It reminds us that healing doesn't always come from a pill bottle. Sometimes the best help comes straight from nature, supporting those who care about long-term health, not just quick fixes. We've talked about fruits that are good for your brain, your heart, your bones, and your digestion. But what happens if you eat them all? How can you fit them into your daily habits to stay healthy for years to come? One bite at a time. Let's find out more in the next section. Your well-being is truly in your hands. Every small step counts. As we move into the later stages of life, a sweet truth becomes clearer with each passing year. We can no longer afford to neglect our health. The foods we once ate without a second thought, the ones we cherished, celebrated, or simply enjoyed out of habit, now take on greater meaning. Every bite can either support or strain our bodies. But here's the encouraging part. It's never too late to start making healthier decisions. And often these changes don't have to be overwhelming or difficult. Sometimes it's as simple as choosing blueberries over dried fruit, grabbing an apple instead of a sugary treat, or spreading avocado instead of processed alternatives. Adding papaya to your morning meal instead of relying on medication. These small, consistent choices can create something extraordinary. A healthier heart, a sharper mind, stronger joints, better digestion, and, most importantly, a renewed sense of control over your health. It's a gift worth cherishing. We also have to acknowledge with wisdom and acceptance that not all foods remain suitable for us as we age. Some fruits, once helpful and healthy, might now present new challenges. Grapefruit, bananas, cherries, and dried fruits. These aren't bad foods, but they do require awareness. They ask us to consider our medications, blood sugar, kidney health, and personal needs. Being aware doesn't mean being afraid, it means being wise. It's a way to honor the body that has carried us so far. Let this be a reminder of the abundance available to us, not just the limitations. Nature offers us a rich variety of nourishing foods. All we have to do is choose wisely. No matter your age, 60, 70, 80, or beyond, remember this. Your best health isn't in the past, it's right here, right now. In every meal, with every decision. The fruits you choose can offer more than just nutrition. They can be your partners in longevity, your protectors, and a daily act of self-care. When you nourish yourself with knowledge and kindness, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. Because you deserve to age with energy, grace, and happiness, one mindful bite at a time. I hope these insights encourage you to live with purpose and authenticity. Now I'd love to hear your thoughts. Take a moment to reflect and share one lesson you plan to put into practice. Let's encourage each other as we embrace these healthy changes. If you found this video helpful, comment with a 1. If not, you're free to comment with a 0. Your feedback is very important to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep living true to yourself.